Hey there, I'm Lainey Lipsky, parenting coach and master teacher. Parenting is hard. I totally get it, and I'm here to make it easier for you. Especially if you had a tough childhood or you've got a tough child now, I've got your back. So take a deep breath, relax, and check out this clip from my coaching group this week. And remember to hit like and subscribe if you like my vibe. Let's get started. I'm a teeth clencher. It comes with my anxiety. You know, it's such a simple concept when you said you can't clench your teeth if your teeth are apart. But why did I never think of that? Because so funny, right? I want to laugh along with you, but I don't want you to think I'm laughing at you, so I put care instead of haha. But yeah, right? Like, duh. It's so many duh moments in life. And that's not, that doesn't mean like you should have thought of it. It means often habits, when we're in habits, they become blind spots for us. They can become blind spots, right? Like, we just don't even think about it. And once it's pulled into our consciousness from our blind spot, we can then be like, oh, huh. And now I bet you will notice, because you can't unhear what I've said. You can't unhear that awareness, right? You can't become unaware of something you are now aware of. The next time you're clenching your teeth, you may notice in the moment, oh, like I can just open up my teeth a little bit and like can't clench. Like now what? Where's that energy going to go? What am I going to do with that? Right? You have to give it an outlet. So it's breathing would be a healthier way to let that energy go, or maybe it's moving your body in a way. There's energy there if you are a teeth clencher. It's stress, right? It's a stress response. And it's a natural one. Kids do it too. So bring that energy out elsewhere. Can be a simple movement of your hands, can be bouncing up on your knees, I mean, on your toes. I'm sitting down, so I'm pressing on my toes quickly and my knees are bouncing up and down or something to get that energy moving. Clenching is a form of holding, and it's a form of depression in the sense that it's a form of depressing a feeling or an urge inside you. And that emotionally, if you're depressed and you're not expressing your feelings, that's what that comes from. But the actual meaning of the word to depress something is to hold it down. So if you're depressing that energy, it's going to demand that it come out some other way. So we just want to make sure that we want to make sure it's a functional way that it's coming out. And the same thing holds true for our kids, that if we stay full of behavior and we don't get curious and we don't figure out what the need is underneath the behavior. So let's just start with that premise. There's always a need underneath every behavior, always. So if all you do with kids, and this is so much of what old school parenting is, and even some current parenting methodologies, if all you're doing is stifling the behavior, you are just asking for that need to come out in a different way. It's like, covering up a geyser of water coming out. If you cover it, it's just going to shoot up somewhere else and you're just going to have to cover that. It's like whack-a-mole, right? Just a geyser, whack-a-mole, whatever image works for you. It's going to come out somewhere else because it has to. It's built up energy. And if that's never allowed to come out, then you're going to see really dysfunctional, like undesirable behavior coming out from people, all people, not just kids. And eventually, if a child has learned that they can never express what their real feeling is underneath all of that, that need is never met. It creates a hole for them and it creates a series of unmet needs that will turn into some sort of difficult thing for them. And if you're somebody who can relate to that in your own life, raising my hand, when you're not allowed as a kid to express your needs and the needs aren't met, then you grow up having to heal a lot from that experience. And yeah, that's how it all happens. That's the cycle right there. So here we are doing it differently, right? We are going to let our kids express themselves in ways that are helpful. I really hope this video was helpful to you. Feel free to share it and use the comments to ask a question or to request a topic for the future. We've got links below for free support with things like discipline, teaching your kids how to be more gritty, and how to be more patient with your kids, plus access to my free coaching group. So be sure to check those links out. And remember, we get one shot at parenthood. Our kids only get one shot at their childhood. So let's make it count. Click like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.